Welcome down to the Malts Man Cave. I'm Keith.
I'm Dave.
Tonight we're going to be reviewing a whiskey from Campbelltown, but it's not from J&A Mitchell. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be doing a whiskey this evening from Campbelltown, which is not a Springbank, Long Row, Hazelburn, or Kilkerran.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know, have you even seen, I know you tasted it, but do you even see what we're doing?
I don't think you...
Do you know what the other distillery that is on? There's three.
Oh, I do
There's three
know.
distilleries in Campbelltown.
It's... Nova Scotia.
Not close enough. Glen Scotia.
Glen Scotia.
He said Nova Scotia. He said Nova Scotia.
Does Nova Scotia have a whiskey, thriving whiskey production?
It does now. You just put them on the map. Malted Man Cave approved. If there's a distillery in Nova Scotia.
I'm sure there is.
With our 1,000 subscribers, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So tonight we're going to be doing Glen Scotia 15. Fun facts. This actually, I think 3 or 4 years ago was Ralphie's Whiskey of the Year, I believe. And he gave it a 92 out of 100.
Oh, man.
Spoiler alert. I really enjoy this. I don't know if I'd go 92 out of 100 like Ralphie did. It's very, very good. But he loved this stuff. So, what do we want to say about Glen Scotia? It's the non-J&A Mitchell distillery that's on Campbelltown. Do you know how many distilleries you have to have in a region to become a region?
Oh.
A region of the Scotch whiskey?
Yes, I do.
How many?
You have to have 7.
I love that you just pulled it out of your butt. You have to have at least 3. And actually, I think they were actually going to get rid of the label of Campbelltown being a Scotch region. And Springbank, the J&A Mitchell, they were like, we're not cool with this. So that's why they opened up Glengyle, which is the Kilkerran brand label, just so that they could still be officially a region. Not to bore everybody, but because most people who are watching already know this, but Campbelltown at one point was the biggest whiskey region. And then Prohibition and just demand and I think they started cutting corners, kind of like what General Motors did, how they started cutting corners and quality went down. And I think it was the Strathspey Railroad on top of other things is what led to Speyside whiskeys being, really booming. So there's a combination of things, but it used to be at one time the biggest region. So without further ado, this comes in at 46% ABV. It's not colored, it's not chill filtered, and we will put the cask maturation there if we can find it. Pretty sure there's some sherry. I think there's probably a bourbon and sherry, but we'll put it there. All right, you ready to get in some whiskey?
I still have a little bit. I'm going to cheat.
Go ahead. You can pour the rest.
My favorite. The last drops from Nova Scotia.
All right, what do you get on the nose? On the schnoz, Brunsey, what do you get?
Took me way back to my childhood. We had like a dirt floor part of our basement and like mossy stone, wet earth.
I wouldn't say it's quite as funky as Springbank, but it does have something like
just reminded
from
me
like
of
the
it.
Dunnage warehouses. There is that dank, just quality made whiskey. I agree.
Just reminded me of it. It was a nice little memory lane. And then very strong Burt's Bees lip balm. It just tastes like honey.
Yep,
on your lips.
I put honeycomb in my notes too.
And then I made bacon this morning, and if you've ever smelled bacon has a very
delicious smell to
so
it.
It was hickory smoked bacon. Anyways, uncooked hickory smoked bacon is my.
You think it's the oakiness But from the hickory smoked,
probably
plus the little bit of saltiness. You
they
might
probably
get.
add a little smoke to the anyways. And then some ginger ale. Reminds me, we also got a little ginger ale in the refrigerator right now, so that was fresh on my mind.
So I get.
How about you?
I got a lot of notes for this. Toffee,
Buckle up.
maple syrup. In fact, this kind of it's got differences, but it reminds me a little bit of Ben Romac 15, which we did like a year and a half ago. But something about this reminds me of Ben Romac 15. Ginger, as you said. Slightest bit of menthol, just a little minty, mentholic. Orange peels, which really makes me think there is some sherry influence in it, and plus the color being natural color, it looks like there's some sherry maturation. Honeycomb, slightest whiff of salt, and even a slight whiff of smoke. I don't think we'll put it here, but I don't think they peat their barley at all. But to me, it smells like there's a little whiff of smoke.
Maybe it's not a peat smoke. What else could cause a smoke flavoring?
I mean, sometimes like just the oak char, like the charring from the oak or the toasted oak, can kind of have like a wood smoke.
Yeah.
Which can kind of sometimes be close to like a peat smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely differences, but sometimes it can kind of,
yeah,
if it's really delicate enough, it kind of smells like it.
Delicate. The tannins.
So I was out for somebody's birthday the other day.
By the way, this is the sick house.
Dave braved a while. I was like, dude, I don't know
Rest
if you want to come
in
over.
peace,
My
Dave.
son has strep and influenza B. Are you sure you really want to go over? Dave's like, I'll roll with it.
No,
so Dave made.
I don't put my hands in my mouth.
Anyway, so we were at this birthday party and someone brought up, we were at Mongolian barbecue and I was that douche, like bourgeois douchebag. I was like, do you guys have any good scotches? And they all made fun of me for sounding like a douche.
What did they have?
Fair enough.
That's a good question.
No, they had Macallan 12. They had some
go.
stuff there. But I agree with the company I was with at that restaurant in that month. And I think I even made fun of myself after. I was like, that was a very bourgeois douchey thing to say. Do you have any Grey Poupon? Do you have any Scotch? Scotch.
3 fingers of Glenlivet.
So there's a really strong, delicious maltiness and something I get more on the palate, but it's almost like chalky powdered sugar, like this chalkiness to it.
I was going to say candy cigarettes too, that remind me of.
Yep. Citrus, lemon, specifically lemon out of the citrus notes. And almost like pancakes and syrup. And that's what really reminded me of Ben Romac 15 because it has that chalky powdered sugar mixed with like breakfast maple syrup. And I think you said a little hickory smoked bacon. So good stuff.
It is.
What about the palate? What do you get?
92, huh?
You did. It's not tickling your fancy.
No, it's good. It's good. So that light smoke, whatever that is definitely a little bit more prevalent on the palate for me. Reminded me of I wanted to write smoked honeycomb cereal. Just that cereal, maybe that barley nut or whatever that note is in there. Blood oranges, I wrote. We have some blood oranges in the fridge. Just citrus. I couldn't really. I was trying to figure out what I could write down to describe what I was.
I definitely get a lot of orange. I got chocolate orange, like a slight chocolate orange note on the palate.
Remind me of it. And then I wrote maple syrup, but have you ever had maple syrup sausages?
I have, and they're delicious.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And then, yeah, that's about it, man. How about you?
Again, like the maltiness, the chalky powdered sugar, maple syrup, like pancakes and syrup, what is that?
You reading my notes?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Chocolate oranges, like I said. A little bit of ginger and cinnamon. I will say this. It is very complex.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your favorite flavor profile,
it's got
there's a lot going on.
I was sitting over there. I wasn't writing anything. I was just trying to figure it out. This would be a fun one to sit down and fortunately it's gone. Rest in peace.
A little bit of toffee, candied apples, like baked candied apples. A little nuttiness, like walnuts.
Yeah.
Biscuits and honey, black tea and honey. A lot of honey going on.
It's got that Twix. I'm thinking of things now as I'm drinking.
Maybe even a slight pineapple and lemon note. And then lastly, there's some kind of doughy, yeasty note to it that I find very pleasant. So pretty good palate. What do you think about the finish?
It's kind of short. Short to medium-ish.
It's shorter than I remember it being. This bottle has, so that might be part of the problem. I set this away like basically almost completely drank. And I don't think I've touched it in about 8 months. 8 months to a year. So I think, I don't know, maybe it oxidized a little bit. Took away a little bit of the goodness. But it does taste thinner than I remember it.
Yeah, it definitely starts strong. Really all the notes, the heavy notes, the honeycomb, that hickory smoked flavoring, the bacon, a meaty note. Definitely has a salty taste, like you had said, kind of a chalky, salty taste to it. But then it kind of airs out, gets kind of thin. As you said, how about you?
Take a little bit more. It actually got a little bit longer when I took a bigger sip.
Okay, so take a bigger sip.
Mm-hmm. It lasts a little bit longer.
If you just hold it in your mouth for like
it's still lasting. It just keeps going and going.
It's
because it's still in my mouth.
It's been an hour. So
I mean, yeah, it's still only
maybe a medium.
Still only
maybe a strong medium.
But it does have a lot of the delicious like pancakes and maple syrup. It's got a really good maltiness.
Oh, it's
the chalky powdered sugar, slight orange, slight cinnamon, slight ginger. It's just, it's about medium. So, not a 92 from David Bruns, I assume?
A 99. No.
What are you gonna give this?
I'm gonna give it an 88. It's very good, and it's a very good. It's just not my favorite. It's not. It doesn't stand out as much to me. And maybe part of that is the 8 months. I'd love to give this a try. It's a very complex whiskey. I don't think I'm anywhere close to understanding it. So that 88 is for somebody that's just like heading to the bar, you not knowing really what you want, and maybe they have this.
I mean, I'm not that far off. 89 out of 100.
Okay.
I think when I first drank this a year ago, I was going to give it a 90.
Yeah.
I don't know if my palate's changed or if I just had better whiskey since then, but I'd give it an 89 out of 100.
That's very good.
Very good stuff.
Yeah.
I saw this the other day for like $68 somewhere, and I plan when I have more money to go back and get it if it's still there.
That's awesome.
I would always have it on the bar. It's delicious for an age statement at 46% ABV with some sherry cask maturation. Very good stuff. I think it probably had something old school in it that is missing in whiskey that Ralphie probably had nostalgia for.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely a good whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, Malted Man Cave question of the night. It's kind of twofold.
Yeah.
First
Executive
one,
privileges.
No, we're not.
Just kidding.
We're not talking politics. So we were watching football. At least I was watching football, and then I was telling him that I watched Aladdin. I watched the remake of Aladdin. So the question is,
I've watched the remake of Aladdin.
do you enjoy the remake movies from all the Disney musicals, cartoons? Do you enjoy when they remake them? Do you think it's good? And then after that, because we were watching football, we're going to ask, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? So, go.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
It's not there yet. We don't know.
No, I mean, like...
So we got 49ers are left. Tennessee's
Seattle's
left.
still left.
Kansas City's
49ers
still left.
are still left.
No, Packers beat Seattle tonight.
Packers beat Seattle tonight.
So we got
12th man down.
So is it Packers and Tennessee? And I forgot. I get so confused with Tennessee and Houston. Which one's there? Which
Titans are in.
Yeah, but which are they in the AFC or the NFC? I'm embarrassed to say that I don't. I always get, for some reason, I don't know what it is. Houston and Tennessee, I get them flip flop.
Anyways, okay. I don't mind. Okay, so as far as Disney movies go, I have seen most of. We have Disney Plus, thanks Verizon Unlimited. And I would say they're all pretty awesome. Disney, even their new stuff is pretty awesome. Togo, if you've ever seen it. But my kids love it, and going into it, I had heard just over the years, like the Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters movie with all women, how terrible it is, but some kids really like it. Mm-hmm. And so same thing with like Star Wars, the when they redid the 3 and it had me so think.
It's so funny you said that. I was watching that today.
Yeah.
So today and
it's
yesterday,
unbearably bad.
I still enjoy them though.
Yeah.
They're not as good, but I enjoy it. I actually was watching while I was doing notes. Mimi Jaja Binks.
Mimi.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then you have like the toads.
Yes. But it's not made for us. It's made for kids. Like Ben loves those movies. He doesn't really like the original 3 because he's not old enough to really understand it.
So you like the new Disney? You like the Disney?
I like it because I understand now. Is it what I would watch if I was like getting nostalgic?
Yeah, we were saying that I enjoyed the new Aladdin, but it was kind of weird with Will Smith being the genie.
Yeah, because Robin Williams is our genie.
He talked. He didn't really sing during the song. He was like talk rapping instead of singing. I was like, oh, okay.
Welcome to Miami.
I was like, okay, we're not singing, we're talking. We're talking.
Party
rapping.
on the beach to the break of dawn.
Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Please don't unsubscribe. So, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
So, and I think I think Derrick Henry's going to run to a Super Bowl. Dude is a big man.
He's such a beast, man. Dude, you should not have lost. He had the best team in our fantasy football league. Like, he literally...
I had a stable.
He scored, they have the points for and points against. He had, 200 more points than anybody else. But then he got caught on one bad week and got beat.
No, I got a couple bad weeks, but it was all right. It was fun, man. It was fun.
You shouldn't have 7 of your, star players get on the injured reserve list in 1 year.
He drafted Kamara, and I drafted Cafferty.
So angry. I thought because Mark Ingram went away, he'd get even more carries and be even better than last year.
Well,
wrong. So who do you think will win?
The Titans.
Titans? Okay. So for the Disney, I really enjoy them. I like the fact that they're remaking them. I will say they're getting a little political for my enjoyment, specifically Beauty and the Beast, which I really enjoyed. Can we just leave the politics out of Disney? I think one of the reasons sports and entertainment is our time to kind of escape. I mean, Hollywood was created originally, around the Depression, World War I, World War II era. And if you notice, they all had happy endings. And it was a way for Americans to escape the troubles of life. And
is the new Beauty Beast have that sad ending?
No, it's just got some political things thrown in at the end.
I thought maybe Belle died. That'd be rock star.
No, they just throw a little political stuff in the end, which I don't care. It's just, I'm like, really, guys, we have to get woke for everything. Can we just enjoy?
You better get on that.
Can we just enjoy a kids movie without politics, please? So I enjoy it. I think it's either going to be Kansas City or the 49ers. I think of one of those teams. So I guess I'm going to pick, I don't know. I was going to say 49ers at first, but I just watched the beatdown that the Chiefs put on today. I think I'm not going to pick against Mahomes.
Yeah.
Now that he's healthy, he's balling. So I'll say the Chiefs.
All right.
But I also said the 49ers in case they don't win.
Did you guys see Derrick Henry throw that touchdown pass, that Tim Tebow special?
That was awesome.
Little jump pass.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And as always, Scotch is king.
But bourbon is really best.